Okay, good morning, students. It's 10:36. Let us start. Ishan, you are recording, right? Okay. So yesterday I told you how to find Laplace transform of the standard functions and how to solve the problems based on Laplace transform using the formula. So let us do one more example in general. If it is asked to find, is it readable? Tell me. Laplace transform of 2t cube plus cos of 4t plus e raised to minus 2. Okay, this is a simple function I have given you. So to solve this particular problem, what we do? Take 2 common, that is the constant Laplace of t cube. I am using the linearity property here, students, plus Laplace of second term plus Laplace of third term. Okay. So I have separated the Laplace transform of every term by taking out the constants. Now in the last class I have given you the table of formulas. Now you have to follow the table to write down the Laplace of every function inside the bracket. Now what is Laplace of t cube? Fazila, can you tell what is Laplace of t cube?
n factorial upon s raised to n plus 1.
Okay, what is n here?
3.
What is n? N is 3. So it will be 3 factorial divided by s raised to 4. Now what is Laplace of cos 4t? Brittany, what is Laplace of cos 4t?
S upon s square plus a square.
Yes, so what is a here?
4.
4. So it will be s upon s square plus 16. Okay, very good. Then Jeffin, what is Laplace of e raised to minus 2t?
Ma'am, it is 1 upon s plus a.
Yes, so what is a here? 2.
2.
Correct? Okay. So that's all. This is your Laplace transform of the given function. So these type of problems are based on your elementary formulas. Those are called as Laplace transform of standard functions. Now one more thing I want to tell you, students. Laplace transform of every function does not exist. There is the existence property for Laplace transform that unless and until the integral which is there in the formula exists, Laplace transform will not exist. When the integral will exist, when the function under the integral sign is continuous, right? So there are some properties which should be satisfied by the function. Then only Laplace transform of that particular function will exist. But you people need not go into depth of that. Whenever it is asked to find out Laplace transform of something, it exists. Otherwise, the question will not be asked on that. So don't think that Laplace transform of each and every function exists. Now, once you know how to make use of the elementary formulas, now I can start with some properties. The first property is, you can give the title here, properties of Laplace transform. Properties of Laplace transform. Now the first and the simple property is called as first shifting property. First shifting property. Okay. Now see what this property says. If L of f of t is equal to f of s. Now see students, this is the notation for Laplace transform. Why it is called as f of s? Because the answer of Laplace will be in terms of s. It will be function of s, where s is a parameter. And therefore, we denote L of f of t by f of s. Then L of e raised to minus st f of t is equal to f of s minus a, which is same as, which will be, you can take here a here, e raised to minus at f of t dt, or is equal to f of s plus a. Similarly, L of e raised to at f of t is equal to f of s minus a. Now let me explain what it says. This first shifting property we use whenever the function is multiplied by either e raised to minus at or e raised to plus at. Now what is meaning of f of s plus a, students? F of s plus a means it is the right hand side is function of s plus a. Here right hand side is function of s minus a. Okay. So I'll give you the working rule so you will understand what I'm saying, how to make use of this formula while solving the problems. Okay, the working rule is easy, students. First step is you have to ignore term in e. Okay, or you can say term in e raised to at or e raised to minus at. When you ignore this, you have to find out Laplace transform of remaining function. Find Laplace transform of remaining function. And then replace s by s minus a or s plus a respectively. Why I am saying respectively? Because if it is e raised to at, then you have to replace s by s minus a. Opposite sign, students. Here the power is positive, middle sign is negative. Here the power is negative, middle sign is positive. So replace s by s minus a or s plus a respectively in the above answer. Okay. Let me explain again. Meaning of f of s plus a is, it is Laplace transform of f of t by replacing s by s plus a. Okay. So whenever you find that the function is multiplied by a term in e, you have to go for first shifting property. According to first shifting property, your first step is you have to ignore the term in e, get Laplace transform of remaining function, which definitely you will get from the table of formulas. Whatever answer you get, replace s by s minus a or s plus a according to the sign of the power of e. Okay. You can take down these, students, and then I will tell you with example how to go about this. Only 35 students have joined. Where are remaining 8 students? Okay. Done? Anybody still writing? Okay, so let us solve the example, students. Now see in this example, cannot see clearly. Who is this?
Ma'am, me. I don't know if it's only from my side, but I can't see clearly the screen.
Adira. What about
Yes.
other students? What about others?
It is clear, ma'am.
It's fine, ma'am.
Okay, so I think Adira, Jeffin also it is blurred. Okay. I don't know now. Wait. Now check if any change. Just now it happened. Okay. Any change, students? It's clear now? Okay. So let us continue with the example. See how the example will be asked like based on this formula. Find Laplace transform of e raised to 3t into sine of 2t. Okay, easy example. Now when you look at this function, definitely you will say that you are going to use first shifting property because the function is multiplied by e raised to 3t. So let us use the working rule, students. The first step is ignore the term in e, right? So first we are going to find out the Laplace of remaining function. What is the remaining function here, students? Means which is the function which is other than term in e is sine 2t, right? So find out Laplace of sine 2t. Laplace of sine 2t, you know, it is a upon s square plus a square. A is 2 here, so it is 2 upon s square plus 4. All of you understood first step. Ignore term in e raised to 3t. Find Laplace transform of remaining function by using the table. Okay. Now once you get this Laplace transform, see what is the third step of working rule? Last step. Replace s by s minus a or s plus a respectively in the above answer. So when you find out Laplace of whole thing, that is e raised to 3t sine 2t, what you are going to do is whatever answer you got in the previous step, you are replacing s by what now? What is a here, students? A is 3, right? You have to look at this a now. Because when you are finding Laplace of sine 2t, what is a? A is 2 because it is restricted to sine function. So it is a upon s square plus s square. Now that a part is over. Now when you are going to the next formula, you are using first shifting property. So what is a here now? A is 3. But it is positive. So you have to replace s by s minus 3. The middle sign is opposite. So wherever there is s, you are going to replace it by s minus 3. You are going to substitute it as s minus 3. So see how the answer will look. 2 divided by s minus 3 the whole square plus 4. Okay. And at most what you can do, you can square this bracket. A minus b the whole square is what? A square minus 2ab plus b square. Plus b square means 9 and 9 plus this 4 will be 13. Okay. And you can keep this as the answer. So as you go further in this topic, there are the problems in which you have to use more than 2 to 3 formulas. So if you are perfect in all these basic formulas, then you will be able to solve big problems also. Okay. Now let us do one more example. Find Laplace transform of e raised to minus 3t into t raised to 4. See if you can do this. Okay, anybody got the answer?
Not
I can't hear. Somebody is answering. Who is answering? Rishikesh?
ma'am, ma'am, Akash.
Hmm.
Ma'am, 4 factorial upon s plus 3 the whole raised to 5.
Okay. Yeah, because what happens, see here, it is Ignore e raised to minus 3t term. So your Laplace of t raised to 4. Again the same formula. What is the formula here? Laplace of s raised to n. What is Laplace of s raised to n, students? N factorial upon s raised to n plus 1, no? N factorial upon s raised to n plus 1 means s raised to 5. So what is 4 factorial? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, right? Divided by s raised to 5. So it is 24 divided by s raised to 5. This is what? This is your Laplace of other function, that is t raised to 4. But what we want? We want the Laplace when it is multiplied by e raised to minus 3t. So whatever answer you got in the previous step, you are going to replace s by s plus 3. Why s plus 3, students? Because here the power is minus, right? So you have to replace s by s plus 3, opposite sign in the middle, and a is nothing but coefficient of t. And final answer will look like this: 24 divided by s plus 3 bracket raised to 5. You cannot do anything else further. So this is your answer for this Laplace transform. Okay. Any doubt? If you have, you can ask me. Done? Okay, let us go to another example. Find Laplace of cos hyperbolic 2t multiplied by cos of 2t. Find Laplace of cos hyperbolic 2t into cos 2t. Okay. Now this is product of two functions. If it was cos A into cos B, then you would have used the formula, expansion formula in terms of plus or minus, right? But one is cos hyperbolic and other is cos trigonometric, that is called as the circular function. So in this case, what we do, students? What is cos hyperbolic x? Last time I told you cos hx is e raised to x plus e raised to minus x by 2, isn't it? So we are going to take help of that formula here. So it will be e raised to 2t plus e raised to minus 2t divided by 2. Because in place of x, what you have here? 2t. When I write cos h, h is for hyperbolic function. So don't think that h is constant or something. Okay. And this cos of 2t we are going to keep as it is. So see if you have understood. Cos hyperbolic of x, e raised to x plus e raised to minus x by 2. X is replaced by 2t. Now in place of cos hyperbolic, suppose you have sin hyperbolic of x. This formula also I have given you. It is a similar formula, only middle sign is minus for sin hyperbolic. Okay. Now once you do this, linearity property, constant will come out, and then we are going to separate the terms. So it will be Laplace of e raised to 2t cos 2t plus Laplace of e raised to minus 2t cos 2t. See what is done here? The terms are separated and the constant is taken out. Okay. And now for both the terms, you are going to apply first shifting property. Any doubt, students, in between, you can ask me. Okay. So how it will be now? In both you need Laplace of cos 2t. So let us find Laplace of cos 2t first. It is s upon s square plus 4, right? So in the first term, it will be s upon s square plus 4. Replace s by what? S minus 2, because now what is a here in the first term? 2. So you have to replace s by s minus 2. Then here also Laplace of cos 2t is required, which is s upon s square plus 4. And here s should be replaced by what, students? S plus 2. Because in the second term, the power of e is negative. So you need to take positive sign in between, that is s plus 2. Okay, so I've ignored the terms in E, got Laplace of the other function, and in this answer, I'm replacing s by s minus 2 in the first term, and I'm replacing s by s plus 2 in the second term. Is that clear, students? Are you understanding? Am I going fast? If so, please tell me. So it is half? Yes. Because here the power is negative 2, no? Negative 2t. So opposite sign in between. Okay. And now wherever there is s, if in the first term you are going to replace it by s minus 2, s minus 2 the whole square plus 4. And in the second term wherever there is s, you are replacing it by s plus 2 divided by s plus 2 the whole square plus 4. Now at most what you can do, it is your wish to do this step or no, even though you write till here you will get marks, full marks. You can expand this bracket. A minus b the whole square is what? A square minus 2ab plus b square means plus 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Just combine it. And this is s plus 2. Again a plus b the whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So 4 plus 4 is 8. And then you can keep this answer as it is. Denominators are not same, because this is minus sign and this is plus sign here. You don't add the numerators. See whether all of you understood this first shifting property. Now I'll give you one. Yes. Somebody is saying something? Now you solve this, students, quickly. Simple one I'm giving. Laplace of e raised to t cos t. Quickly, all of you. Laplace of e raised to t cos t.
S minus 1 by 2.
Who is answering? Let me see. Jeffin. Okay. So first you need to find out Laplace of cos t. Laplace of cos t is s upon s square plus a square. What is a here, students? 1, right? Because it is cos t. And then whatever answer you got, so the full answer will be, whatever answer you got, replace s by s minus 1, right? Why s minus 1? Because here power of t is plus 1, see students. Coefficient of t is plus 1. So here a is 1 here. But we take opposite sign in between. So s minus a. A is 1. And therefore, wherever there is s, substitute s minus 1 for that. So s minus 1 the whole square plus 1. If you want, you can expand the denominator. So a square minus 2ab plus b square means plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Jeffin, have you told me the same answer?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
One slight mistake has happened.
Okay. So we have solved at around 4 problems based on first shifting property. Is that clear, students? How and when to use first shifting property? Whenever the function is multiplied by either e raised to at or e raised to minus at, you have to go for first shifting property. Okay. Now let us do the next property. Now see, students, for all these properties there are small proofs Okay, so proofs, what I will do is, after doing all these properties and examples, one full lecture I will do the proofs. Because proofs are the short questions which come in semester exam for 6 marks, like 3 marks each. 2 small proofs comes. Okay, so at around 5 to 6 small proofs are there in this topic, plus 2 big proofs are there. So after doing all these small properties, I will do the proofs of the same. Okay. And one more thing, students, I don't know whether you are aware about the IT date. It has been put on the website, college website. Your IT is on 12th. Maths paper is on 12th. That is, the timing is 10 to 12. So please go through the website, college website, for the timetable of your IT. Okay. Then my portion will be 1.5 unit. 1.5 unit means first full matrices and whatever I'll be covering in Laplace in this week. Okay. So my portion is that. Till what, that I will tell you. Nare, next week. Today is Saturday. No, you're so smart. Ishan, no? No. No, Ishan only. I can see Ishan you're talking.
Why
So
you putting my name only?
next week, whatever so maybe next 2 properties and that's all for the portion, because already you're expert in matrices, right? So till next 2 properties, Laplace transform portion. Okay, now let us do the next property. This is also simple property. It is Laplace transform of multiplication by t. You are aware of your IT dates? Anybody?
Yes, ma'am. 13th of October. Ma'am.
Okay. So Laplace transform of multiplication by t means what? Of the function t into f of t. That is of the type t into f of t. Or you can say t raised to n into f of t. Any power of t may be asked. It may be t into f of t, it may be t square into f of t, it may be t cube into f of t, etc. Okay. Now see what is the formula says. Again, if L of f of t is equal to f of s. So if you observe, this is there in every property. This is the starting of every property because it is nothing but notation for Laplace transform. As you know that whenever you are solving any problem on Laplace transform, your answer is coming in terms of s, where s is a parameter. So we are in general denoting Laplace of the function as f of s, capital F of s. Now different books are using different symbols. Some books are using small f of s, some books are using f bar of s, okay, but it is one and the same thing. Now see what this theorem says, or the property says. L of t into f of t is equal to minus d by ds L of f of t. Okay. So if I want to, I will give you the working rule also. But looking at the formula itself, you will come to know that like the previous formula, you are going to ignore t first. There we ignore e raised to term, right? Here you have to ignore t. And what you do here, you are going to find Laplace transform of the other function. F of t is the other function, right? Remaining function. Find Laplace transform of that function. And whatever answer you get, you find its negative derivative with respect to s. That's all. Now, the extension is if it is t square into f of t. Here, this is minus 1 into, so here it will be minus 1 square d square by dA square L of f of t. In short, minus n will not be there. Negative square is positive, right? So it is nothing but d square by dA square L of f of t. So in this case, what you are going to do? First, you are going to find out Laplace transform of the other function other than t square. Whatever answer you get, you have to differentiate it twice. Why twice? Because the power of t is 2. Right? Here you don't have to give any minus sign. because this minus sign is actually minus 1 raised to n. If n is even, then it is plus 1. If n is odd, it is minus 1. So that property you know. Suppose it is asked to find Laplace of t cube. Then what will happen? Minus 1 cube. So minus sign will reflect, right? And it is d cube by ds cube, Laplace of f of t. So in this case, you have to differentiate the function, differentiate the previous answer thrice and give minus sign to it. So if you continue like this, you get the general formula. Here I am writing Laplace of t raised to n f of t. You have to find minus 1 raised to n, nth order derivative of Laplace of the other function. So as n changes, your power of minus 1 will change and order of differentiation will also change. Okay. All of you understood these formulas? Now let me explain this with the example. Simple example. Suppose I want to find Laplace of t into sin 80. Okay. So you have to observe the function carefully and then decide which formula will help you to solve this problem. Now when you observe this particular example, it is t into f of t type, isn't it? So you want me to give working rule, students? So if I write the working rule, it is better because this you will not find in any book. In my own words, I am giving you this so that before exam, once you read the working rule, you will understand what are the steps to be followed. So in simple words, working rule. Working rule is what, students? Ignore term in t. Okay. It may be t, it may be t square, it may be t cube, whatever. Second step is what? Find Laplace transform of remaining term. Isn't it similar like the previous formula? There we ignore e raised to 80 term, then we find out Laplace of the remaining term. There what we do? We replace s by s minus a, s plus a in the above answer. Here what we'll do? We will differentiate above answer, differentiate above answer with respect to s by using appropriate formula. Why I am saying appropriate formula? Because we don't know whether it is t. If it is t, then it will be minus d by ds. If it is t square, then it will be plus d square by ds square. If it is t cube, then it is minus d cube by ds cube. So you have to look at power of t and accordingly you have to decide whether it will be minus or plus. Okay, students? I repeat the working rule. First step, ignore term in t. Second step, find Laplace transform of the remaining function. Third step, differentiate the above answer with respect to s using the appropriate formula. Okay. Now let us see what this function says. It is Laplace of t into sin 80. So first step is ignore t. Get Laplace of sin 80. It is a upon s square plus a square. This is the direct formula, right, from the table. Now see carefully, this is t raised to 1. T raised to 1 means the formula is here, correct? Laplace of t into f of t is minus d by ds of Laplace of f of t. So what we do here, it is Laplace of t into sin 80. Now see, I am writing full thing is equal to minus d by ds, okay, of what? Of the above answer. Above answer is what? A upon s square plus a square. Why minus sign? Because it is t to the power 1. So minus 1 raised to 1 is minus 1. Why first order derivative? Because it is t. It is not t square, t cube or something else. So first order derivative of the above answer with minus sign. Okay, students? And now this derivative is your normal derivative. Do you remember what is u by v formula? Derivative of u by v. It is v u dash minus u v dash upon v square. Denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator, whole thing upon denominator square. So same u by v formula we are going to apply here.
Ma'am, but
Yes.
the numerator is a constant, right?
Yeah, so you can do it directly also. No problem. Okay. So minus sign out as it is. Now see, denominator into derivative of numerator. Derivative of a is 0. So first term will be 0. Correct? Minus numerator is a. And what is derivative of s square plus a square, students? What is derivative of s square? It is 2s, right? And derivative of a square will be 0 because it is constant. Divided by denominator square. S square plus a square, the whole bracket square. Simple u by v formula I have used. And with respect to s, so derivative of s square is 2s and denominator square. Derivative of numerator is 0 as you said. So minus into minus is plus. So what you get here? 2as upon s square plus a square the whole square. No need to expand because nothing is getting cancelled. This will be your answer. Okay. Now try this. Any doubt, students, in this? Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us solve this problem. Laplace of t into e raised to minus 4t into sine 3t. Okay. Now in exam, each problem will carry minimum 3 marks. Okay. And therefore, they will not ask you just to find out Laplace of some function directly which is coming from your table. As I said, in a single problem, you may have to use more than 2 to 3 formulas at a time. So now observe this particular problem, students. You will observe that there is t also and there is term in e also. So what to use, right? So let us go step by step. Whenever such situation comes, what you do is first use t into formula. So see what I'm writing here. I'm writing it as e raised to minus 4t first I'll keep aside and I'll put the bracket because I want the other function which I will take as t into sine 3t. Okay. And first I'm going to consider this as first shifting property. First shifting property means what? You have to ignore this term, get Laplace of this other function and finally replace s by s plus 4. You understood what I'm saying? Now, what is my first step? So this function will behave as first shifting property in the first step. So my first step is I'm ignoring e raised to minus 40. All of you understood, students, the same function I wrote, but just for better understanding, I'm putting bracket for t sine 3t. That's all. So first I'm ignoring this term e raised to minus 40 and I'm finding Laplace of only the other function. Now see, in other function, you don't have a single function like previous problems. Along with sine 3t, you have t. Followed? Now what happens? Now you are not going to get the answer directly, but you have to use the formula by multiplication by t, which we have done just now. And what the formula says? You have to ignore t, get Laplace of the other function. See, formula within formula now. So you have to be very careful. And that's why I said Laplace transform is a topic such that even if you miss one lecture, it will be difficult for you to understand the next lecture, right? Because all formulas are connected to each other and something or the other comes from the basics of Laplace transform. So now what I'm doing, I'm finding Laplace of sine 3t, which is a upon, a means 3 here, a upon s square plus plus 9. And then multiplication by t formula, what it says, the working rule is here itself. You have to ignore t, done. Find Laplace of sine 3t, done. Now whatever answer you got, you'll be taking its negative derivative, right? Which is 3 by s square plus 9 minus d by ds 3 by s square plus 9. It is the same thing which we did in the previous example. Correct? Now see what? Now in the next step, you are going to write the derivative u by v formula, that is minus sign, don't forget minus sign. Denominator into derivative of 3 will be 0. So first term will be 0 minus numerator is 3. Derivative of s square plus 9 is 2s plus 0 divided by denominator square. Simple u by v formula is used. So this is minus minus plus 3 to the 6s divided by s square plus 9 the whole square. Okay?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
ma'am, I had a doubt. Don't we substitute S in the previous step?
No, that we are doing in the last, no? We are using first shifting property first. So what we have done, first we are ignoring e raised to minus 4t. This is the step we are doing, finding Laplace of t sine 3t. Once you get the answer for this, at the end of that, you will be replacing s by s plus 4. Okay. Now once you get answer for Laplace of remaining function, now see what I am writing left hand side. Please observe left hand side also. Left hand side I am writing full function c, e raised to minus 4t, t into sine 3t. And now what is the first shifting property says? Replace s by s plus a. Here what is a, students? Minus 4. So wherever there is s in the above answer, you will be replacing it by s plus 4. So it will be 6 into s plus 4 divided by s plus 4 the whole square plus 9 whole bracket square. And this will be the answer. So first shifting property says that ignore term in e, get Laplace of the remaining function. That we did till here. And because you have ignored e raised to minus 40, you have to replace s by s plus a, where a is 4. Why plus sign in between? Because the power is negative. Opposite sign you have to take.
Ma'am, we can do the other way around also.
Very good. Yes. Who is this, right? Jepin. Jepin, very good question. I was about to say the same thing. You can do it in other way around. Means what? In place of this e raised to minus 40 taking out, what you can do is, first you can get Laplace transform of t into e raised to minus 40 sine 3t. But Jepin, what will happen here is, your terms will be bigger terms for differentiation. So t into formula, what t into formula says? You have to ignore t, find Laplace of other function. So it is e raised to minus 40 sine 3t. I have ignored t and I am finding Laplace of the other function. Again in Laplace of other function, what happens? You have to use the first shifting property. So ignore e raised to minus 40. Laplace of sine 3t is what? A upon s square plus a square. And s should be replaced by what? S plus a, that is s plus 4. So how it will look? 3 upon s plus 4 the whole square plus 9. Now whatever answer you got, we have ignored t. Means what? Full answer will be minus d by ds of this 3 upon s plus 4 the whole square plus 9. So again you have to use u by v formula and get the answer, which will be exactly same as this answer. So Usually I advise to go for first shifting property, because towards end, whatever answer you get, you have to just replace s by s plus a or s minus a. In this case, in the beginning only your term is bigger term, right? You are replacing s by s plus 4. So this whole thing you have to differentiate u by v formula. So when you differentiate denominator, you have to be very careful here. Followed? So both ways you are going to get the answer. Either you are using first shifting property first or multiplication by t property first. But this will be more compact. Okay. Understood, Jeffin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other doubts, students? You can ask your doubts. Let us try one more. Now find Laplace transform of t square e raised to minus t sine 4t. T square e raised to minus t sine 4t. Now, as I said, it is your wish whether to start with first shifting or whether to start with multiplication by t formula. But as I said, always it is beneficial to go for first shifting property. So just write the terms in this way. Means you only know that what you are going to do first. Just put the bracket for this. So definitely I am going for first shifting property. According to first shifting property, I'll be first finding Laplace transform of t square sine 4t. Right? Once I get answer for this, then in the final answer, I'll be replacing s by s plus a. S plus a means what? S plus 1. You understood what I'm saying? So, when you are doing this, again, ignore t square. When you are ignoring t square, you will be finding Laplace transform of sine 4t. It is a upon s square plus a square. Correct? So Laplace of, now see carefully what I am doing. Laplace of t square sine 4t will be what, students? It will be d square by ds square Laplace of Laplace of sine 4t. So I'll write directly this. Already we got the answer here, s square plus 16. Because of t square, I am taking second order derivative. Of what? Of the previous answer. Previous answer is what? Laplace of the other term. Laplace of the other remaining function, which we have already calculated here. There is no minus sign here, students, because it means that it is minus 1 square. That's why it is coming positive d square by ds square. Any doubt at this step? Suppose it was t cube in place of t square, then what we would have written? Minus 1 cube, which will give minus sign in the next step, d cube by ds cube of this. Okay. Now one by one you have to find out the derivative. First let us find first order derivative. So you can split it like this. 4 divided by s square plus 16. Let us solve the bracket first. Again u by v formula, denominator into derivative of 4 will be 0. So first term will go to 0 minus numerator into derivative of s square is 2s, derivative of 16 is 0. Whole thing divided by denominator square. U by v formula is used here. Then here it is, what is this? This will be minus d by ds of minus 4 to the 8s divided by s square plus 16 the whole square. Correct? Now see students, what you can do is minus n you can write out. Minus n can be taken out. And then again u by v formula you can apply. That is, I have done correctly, no? It is denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator upon denominator square, correct. So 4 to the 8s minus n is taken out. So again u by v formula, second time it is denominator. What is derivative of 8s? Minus n is taken out, students, so be careful here. Derivative of 8s will be 8, no? What is derivative of 8x? It is 8 into 1, so 8 minus numerator into derivative of denominator. So what it will be? 2 times s square plus 16 into derivative of the base, which is 2s. It is composite function, right? So it is 2 times the bracket into derivative of the inside bracket. Whole thing divided by denominator square, means it will be raised to 4 here. Any doubt, students? It looks little bit lengthy but not difficult. Same steps we are using. Only because it is second order derivative, we have to differentiate it twice. That's all. So let minus n be outside here. Now from these two terms, if you observe, s square plus 16 is the common bracket, right?
Ma'am, even
So I'm
8
taking-
is common.
8 is common. You can take 8 out. Let us solve it first. Okay, why I am taking this bracket out? Because it will get cancelled with denominator, right? So that's why I am taking out this bracket. So what is remaining here? See, from this term, s square plus 16 into 8 will remain. You want to take 8 out also? Okay, no problem. Take 8 out. So s square plus 16 is remaining here. Minus, now this 8 is already out. This s square plus 16 is already out, right? So what is remaining? 2 to the 4. 4s square. Is it 4s square, students? 2 to the 4, 4s square divided by s square plus 16 raised to 4. Nothing I am doing other than simplification. Now as I said, this bracket will go, right? So cube will remain in the denominator. And it is minus 8 is out. Now let us open this bracket. S square plus 16 minus 4s square will be what? 16 minus 3s square, no? Divided by s square plus 16 bracket cube. Now if you want to get rid of this minus sign, you can interchange the terms here, right? Means plus will become minus and minus will become plus, so that you will get rid of that minus sign from the outside. S square plus 16 bracket cube. Any doubt till here, students? All of you understood this? Even if you have any minor doubt, you can ask. Okay, done? But is it the final answer? What we got, this is your just Laplace of t square sine 4t, right? But what is asked? It is asked to find out Laplace of e raised to minus t into this. So that first shifting property is still there. Means we have ignored e raised to minus t. So when you write the last step, what it is? Laplace of e raised to minus t. And this bracket was t square into sine 4t. So usually these type of problems come in exam, students, 3 to 4 marks, where you need to use more than 2-3 formulas at a time. So now what this first shifting property says, you have to ignore the term in e raised to minus t, get Laplace of this, and whatever answer you get, replace s by s plus 1. Whatever answer means what? On top we already got some answer, right? So in this answer, wherever there is s, you are putting s plus 1. Why s plus 1 here? Because e to the power minus 1. So it should be replaced by s plus 1. Okay? So let us do it. S into 3 s plus 1 the whole square minus 16 divided by s plus 1 the whole square plus 16 whole bracket cube. So wherever there is s, I have replaced it by s plus 1. And then you can little bit expand the bracket, and then whatever you get, that will be your answer. Hope you have understood this. Anybody is having any doubt? 38 students. So in today's class, we have covered two properties. One is first shifting property and other is t raised to n into f of t property. In the next class, I will do the property when function is divided by t. What happens when the function is divided by t? Okay. Okay, and one more thing. Some students had doubt in the last tutorial's last problem. So I think some girls. So will you please wait for some 5 minutes after the attendance? Let the others leave. Then I'll explain, because I was trying to explain in words. It becomes difficult to explain mathematical part on WhatsApp. So whoever had doubt in that problem, that is the last problem of last tutorial, that is finding values of AB, please wait. Okay, so let us take the attendance. Today is, what is the date? 3rd, no? 3rd, 10, 2020, SETC. Ishan, please send me the video immediately, because I have to submit the video. Today I'm on leave, so yeah. Huh? Because I have to send it. Yeah, so posted one, you send me the link. Yeah, so I'm trying to say that do it immediately today. Huh? And sometime it's okay, right? Yeah. Okay. Give the attendance, students, first. 1,